What is up, guys, and welcome to my world tour for Minecraft Better Than Adventure mod. It's a beta mod for Minecraft, and it's pretty fun. I've been having a lot of fun in this world. I've played a lot of hours of it last year in 2025, and I thought I'd give you guys a tour because I'm pretty proud of what I've built so far. So we'll start off with my house, and this is the first thing I built in this world. I'll try and give you a bit of a view of it. It's built of limestone bricks, which is a new type of stone in this mod. So you've got limestone bricks and polished limestone, and then this is cherry wood, which is these cherry trees you can see here, and I think one over there. And yeah, I think it's nice. I like the color, and we've got the classic red brick. I like that this white wood, which comes from the acacia trees, kind of matches the limestone. I quite like it. And this is the inside. It's pretty small. It was the first building I built in this world. You can see I've got all my storage. You might notice we've got all this crazy style colored wood, and that's because this mod has a bunch of new trees, and it also has the ability to dye the wood with dye. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Another cool thing in this mod is you can actually pick up chests by shift clicking, and you can kind of carry it around with items inside. So that one's empty, but I'll show you another one. If we come upstairs, there's items in here, so you can move it around. I think you can do the same with furnaces and stuff. So yeah, it's just a quality of life thing, but it's pretty cool in this mod. There's a lot of things in this mod that are kind of quality of life or just like cool features like that make this mod really fun. So yeah, I'd really recommend it. And then we've got our beds, and then this is a seat, so you can sit in it. It's pretty cool. Then we've got a little balcony looking out over the lake, and some fireflies in a glass green firefly lantern. And then we've got this little steps. So yeah. And then you might have noticed over here, I've got just some things I'm planning to build in the world. So yeah. The next thing I probably built was this storage room. Pretty self-explanatory. Lots of chests. Everything's really organized. Some things that are unique to this mod, like quiver and also explosive charges. I might show you that. If I can remember what the thing is to shoot it. But yeah, everything in here is really organized. You can see some of the new stones. So there's basalt, which is kind of like deep slate. We've got slate, granite, and limestone. And the cobbled. What else is cool? You see the different types of wood. So there's eucalyptus, which is cool. It's a native Australian tree. Cherry, palm. We've got a little friend. Doesn't have a name, he's just a friend. Another little seat, little fireplace. Got a very tall open ceiling, which I quite like. I think it's cool. And then we've got a little seating area with some books, nice big painting. And yeah, quite like it. Got a bed up there for when I'm in this room. I walk up here and I sleep in the bed there. I think it's pretty cool. All right, we'll go down here. It's got I used to have sugarcane all along here, and then I got so much that I didn't know what to do with it. So now I just leave this here just to have some. And yeah, you can see I've got these palm trees. They look really cool, I think. And then this was where I had my first cave. Nothing crazy. I won't go all the way down, but did some strip mining down that way. And then this was my little mushroom farm. It doesn't grow very quickly. I normally just block this off to make it pitch black, and then I bone meal it to get mushrooms when I need mushrooms. So yeah, got this little bridge across the water, because I was going to start building something over there, but then I ended up getting sidetracked. Maybe I'll get back to that build, but yeah. We'll go to next up here, my farm. Pretty simple, but got a pumpkin patch, a little pumpkin farm over there. And then also up here I've got my wheat farm. And yeah, that's probably what I eat the most is bread, because you can get a lot of it. Got a little scarecrow. Yeah, this is also new, a redstone jack-o'-lantern. So just like you can make a glowing jack-o'-lantern, you can also make a redstone one. We'll go back this way. So yeah, I've been enjoying this world a lot. Would definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to give it a go. It's kind of like a vanilla plus mod. Like it's got lots of cool content, but it feels very like vanilla, but it's kind of like an alternate version of what beta is. Like there's no sprinting, there's no hunger bar. You might have noticed when you eat, it just replenishes your hearts. Yeah. So yeah, we've got my house, the storage room, and now the community center, which I think is pretty cool. Just really big. I wanted to kind of have all matching colors, and then these two were kind of small, so then I wanted to have like a really big one. So this is the community center. We've got a outdoor seating area. We come inside, we've got a basement, which I'll show you in a minute. Got this open area here. We've got the community kitchen with the fridge, some food. Got a stovetop, a glass, and a bin. And then around here we have our music area. It's pretty cool. And upstairs we've got our community library, so we've got more seating. You might want to sit and have a read. A nice big window. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this building too. I think it's pretty cool. And then we've got the back door, but then I'll show you the basement. There's actually not much down here, but we've got a little seat in the hallway. A little redstone door, and then at the moment it's pretty empty. I just wanted to I thought this was cool, these types of stones. We've got polished basalt and polished netherrack, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to use that somewhere. And then I was running out of room, so I thought I'd put some blast furnaces down here. And you might have seen there's nether coal as well, which is pretty cool. It's basically just like a better version of coal. It smelts things faster in the blast furnace, and also instead of coal giving you 4 torches, it gives you 8 per nether coal. So it's kind of like a better version of coal, which is pretty cool. I'll head out the back door. Turn off this music. It's not my vibe. All right. Actually, I'll show you in here first. So this was my limestone cave. So it was originally this was all full of limestone, and I dug it all out to get all this limestone bricks because I needed a lot. And so I dug out this massive big space. It was limestone from the floor all the way to the ceiling, all the way through there, and there's still more, but I left some in. And yeah, I thought once it was empty, I kind of like building natural things sometimes. So yeah, got a bunch of dirt down here because it was originally just stone, and got some grass, some mossy logs with some mushrooms and flowers and grass. And yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And yeah, we'll move on to the next thing. It's starting to get dark. So if we go back this way, we've got a little pond, a little bridge, and a rope up to the top of the mountain, which I'll show you later. Around this way we've got another building, which is supposed to be kind of like a fishing dock, or just kind of like a coastal area. I wanted to, use these blue bricks because they're pretty cool. And this blue wood. We've got a nice big bridge over here. To a cave just by the sand there is where I had a massive cave. That's where I've explored a lot, where I've gotten most of my loot. If we come up these stairs, we'll get to the top of the mountain. And it's kind of like a fire watch, like a fire tower. You can see I originally was gonna do that kind of like on that mountain, but then I ended up deciding to do this one instead. I might eventually get back to building something cool over there. And I'll show you that in a second. So yeah, this is the tower. It's nothing much in here. Don't come up here very often. But yeah, you can get a good view of stuff. And over this way is, if you can see, I'm going to build a new town, a new city or town, and then I'm going to build a railway over to this town. And I kind of want to have each town have its own kind of color scheme. So here you've got the red and the white brick, and they're all matching, and then you've got a little splash of blue here and there. And yeah, I quite like it. And then over there it's going to be more of a grey buildings and floors, roads, and yeah, I think that's pretty cool. There's not much left to show. I haven't spent if I had to guess, I've maybe spent like 30 hours in this world if I had to put a number to it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this world. It's been very refreshing from modern vanilla. So this is the little nether base I've got. We've got some nether brick, I think it is, and polished netherrack. Because whenever I would come through the portal, there'd always be like a ghast firing at me, so I wanted to, just be safe. And I thought it was cool to always have a bit of a nether base. And then here we have a 1,000 block railway, because there was an achievement to travel 8,000 blocks, use the nether to travel more than 8,000 blocks in the overworld. And if you know anything about Minecraft, you know that 1 block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. So yeah, 1,000 blocks in a straight line, and then had a portal to then be 8,000 blocks away from my base. And I haven't built anything in the overworld there yet. I got a lot of netherrack from digging that out. Oh, and I think this is netherrack, and this is, I think, smooth netherrack, so you just smelt it. Yeah. That's it for the nether, really. And I think that's about it left for the world. There's not a whole lot, but I'm still proud of it. I think it's pretty cool, and I've got some more ideas of what to build next. And if you guys have any ideas, let me know, because yeah, I'd love to get some ideas of what else to build. So I guess I'll wrap things up by talking about the elephant in the room. If any of you guys have watched my previous video, you'll know that I was doing a different series in a mod pack, and I was supposed to do it every day, daily episodes, but I only got 2 episodes in. And what happened was, I went to film episode 3, and I basically just died like once, and then I had to go down to the cave to find my loot, and then ended up dying again, and then I lost all my loot, and then it was like back to episode 1 again. Like I had nothing, and then I kind of lost all my motivation. And I didn't think it was going to be a very entertaining episode. And yeah, episode 1 so far has like 500 views, which I'm very surprised that many people wanted to watch it. And then episode 2 is maybe got like 30 views, so yeah, kind of fell off. And then I just, after dying, wasn't super motivated to work on it after then. So yeah, for the few people who feeling a bit disappointed, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll get back to it if you guys really, really want to, and I get the motivation, but no promises. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. trying to think if there's anything else to... I can show you some... What are the new... Oh, okay. There's a lot of cool things in this mod, like, for example, the different materials like diamond and steel have different... Almost like replacing enchantments. So, for example, diamond tools, they mine really fast. They're just kind of like having efficiency, whereas steel isn't as quick, but it lasts a lot longer, like longer durability. So it's kind of like having unbreaking. And then gold is kind of like silk touch. And yeah, with the armor, they each give you kind of different... They give you protection, but then they also, for example, diamond gives you fire, so it's you can kind of mix and match them to get different things. And then steel gives you a little bit of blast, and then they all give you a little bit of everything. So yeah, that's a cool thing. I guess I'll show you this explosive thing, because why not? But yeah, there's also... We've got a recipe, this guidebook, which is pretty cool. It shows you crafting and smelting recipes. Shows you all the creatures, which there's not... I haven't seen its name of it. There's not many new ones. But yeah, the crafting, there's lots of new blocks, ores, colored wood. Yeah, and it's... Because there's so many new stuff, it's kind of useful that you can just look it up here. But you have to obviously just obtain the items before you can see what it is. Oh, that's actually something... Oh, it's probably just... Yeah, gold axe. Yeah, so it's pretty useful to have that. There's smelting as well, blast, smelting, and then trommeling, which is kind of like a save, which I had in my upstairs. You kind of put dirt or sand or gravel in, and you kind of get minerals out of it. So yeah, you put... I don't think you put like dirt and sand and stuff, and then if you put a chest next to it, then it'll insert it into the chest, or it'll just spit the items out like that if you don't have a chest. And then yeah, different like sand and dirt give you different things. So yeah, clay can give you this, dirt can give you that, gravel can give you that, for example. Yeah, and there's lots of other quality of life things, like for example, when you're placing a painting, you can right click, select which one you want, rather than just, vanilla. You have to place it, destroy it until you get the one you want, because it's random. What else? Can't think of anything else. There's heaps of stuff. Like on signs, you can give them a little background, which is kind of cool. You can obviously dye them, but that's like vanilla. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys want to try out this mod. It's really cool. I definitely recommend it. Yeah, it's different. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't know what my next video will be. But yeah, don't think I'm gonna keep doing daily uploads, but every now and then when I think of a cool video idea, I'll do it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. So see you later. Bye.